Welcome to For Love and Play. I'm matchmaker comic Yael Meisels. With me is comedians Keenan Weaver and Louie B. For Love and Play, the show about dating like a goddamn adult. We're going to discuss who to spend your time with for love or for play. Let's do it, boys.
This show contains adult content for entertainment purposes. Listener discretion is advised.
Not a doctor.
Welcome back with another For Love and Play. I'm your host, Keenan Weaver, here with my favorite people, the Queen, Yael. What's going on, girl?
What is going on? It is the first day that I feel like we have seen the sun.
The sun is back out today.
God.
Probably nobody listening to the podcast can tell that.
Yeah.
But good little tidbit. So just picture sunshine in your ears, radiating. And as we move forward, you have that vibe of a sunshiny day.
Yes.
Louie, is it dark?
All two of y'all need to put some fucking respect on my name. Are we beginning or are we getting started? Because I'm going to speak some fucking mo.
All right. Well, that is great.
That's
that
Louie.
We are going to hear mo from you.
Mm-hmm.
Tell the people how they can join in on the conversation.
This is what I need you people to do. We got a Twitter that we need you people to start tweeting to us so that way we know y'all alive. That is at For Love and Play on the Twitters. Also, you can email us at forloveandplay@gmail.com. Send us your questions, your comments, your hate mail, your love mail. We'll respond and maybe we'll read it on the air if it's irrelevant, I guess. But and also, please follow us on the Facebooks. That's facebook.com/forloveandplay. Take it away, Kanan.
Today we are talking about friendships and toxic friendships, to be a little bit more specific. We're taking the romance out of it and just letting us tell the stories of how basic friendships can play in our everyday lives on moving forward. They definitely can affect your personal and romantic relationships as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yael, what do you have to say about this?
This was a topic that I thought was so important that we do recently. In the past, I would say 15 months, it has been like a coach throwing players off the field in my life. I have probably unfriended and kicked out in the past 15 months. I want to say 10 people, definitely. One big one recently, and one that was basically... Let's just put it this way. The garbage was left on the curb. Something I wanted was sticking out the bag, so I gave it another shot. It's basically like a pair of pants. You're not sure if you're going to keep, but you're going to take them out the garbage just to be safe. So I thought this was really important that we touch on how friendships affect you, not only in your daily, but they definitely affect your romantic relationships, definitely. They affect you everywhere, in fact.
Yeah, there's a big, people use it for like a motivational or inspirational quote. I forget who says it because that's not who I am at the moment. That says you're kind of like the sum of the 5 people you keep around.
Right.
Right.
Yep.
Like if you're the best of your friends, you're not gonna strive to new heights, or if the other way, they kind of would bring you down. So you kind of, fly with eagles. Like eagles fly with eagles, pigeons walk with pigeons.
Birds
like
of a feather flock together. That's absolutely true. We had a friend of mine that's from Canada that we don't get to see very often in town for over the holidays that we've just had for Passover. And, when you've known someone for years and they know you, and then you're telling them about different situations, let's say, that you might currently be in with friendships. My friend said to me something so powerful. He said, it's so funny that it's almost like I feel sorry that someone like you has to deal with such low-class problems. Like the reason your friendships with these 2 individuals, one that's gone, written off, it's as if we blocked from every vessel. I don't even think the motherfucker can listen to this show. He is so blocked.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is like that pair of pants that you might even throw back in the garbage. We're not sure yet. We're just giving it another shot. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll replace the zipper. You have, like my friend said to me, the reason you're not thriving in these two relationships, whereas you thrive in this one, I don't need you for shit. I love you. You're my friend. I'm here to help you, support you, be there for you, and grow with you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't bother you with this bullshit. These are low life problems. You are not a low life. You're a fucking high life. That's why you don't jive with these cats, and that you need to take that shit out.
Yeah.
This is beneath you. You know it. I'm glad I was able to help you, put the mirror in front of your face again a little bit. These bitches gotta go. And he's right.
Yeah. And you know what, as you know, and I'm just going to put this out there because you know what, I do believe a lot of people who listen to this show or in general need some form of mental therapy. I just started going to therapy, and one of my main problems is low self-esteem, which, when it comes to toxic people getting into your life, like I was the perfect person for people to latch on to. And there is a term called emotional vampires. And these are people that will make you feel like shit. They're not really your friend. They'll talk down to you. And really, if you're around the person and after they leave you feel physically drained, that is an emotional vampire. When you feel like mentally drained, and I've had to cut off some people, and that's part of like learning, and that doesn't make you a bad person. That's learning to, like, you value yourself. You're learning to, you learn what your self-worth is. And sometimes you just gotta, like, okay, this relationship, this friendship is not serving me.
Mm-mm.
And all I'm getting out of this is feeling like I'm an asshole, feeling like shit, and blaming myself for shit that it's not my fault and nothing I have control over. And sometimes you just gotta cut someone off. Really, the people listening, I want you to take away, like, if you don't, either if you're an emotional vampire and you don't know it, please get help. If you feel like you're physically drained by people, look, like that song says, it ain't nothing to cut a bitch off. You gotta, yeah. That's the song. Ain't nothing, it don't cost nothing to cut a bitch off.
Well, what I think is interesting is that for some reason, and this happens a lot more with women, I think, than it does with men.
Mm-hmm.
Men, I feel like, don't sabotage each other so much. Not really. It's more of a woman thing. But, like, these relationships will be destructive, and women will put up with abuse from men and fuck up friendships if the girlfriend does something comparable. I'm serious.
Yeah, you'll be surprised. Because I've come across many of the men I had to cut off because they have something mentally wrong with them. In fact, there was this one who we were very good friends, but he tried to, he befriended my a woman who's like an aunt to me. And at the time he was in a relationship with someone else, and my aunt went to go help them with his girlfriend's medical issues, because she's into natural healing and stuff. And he felt some type of way, and he was like, "Oh, I want to fuck you," and she said no. And that became, he started stalking her, and he wanted me to help me stalk her. And I was like, no. And he turned against me, and he started slandering me all over the internet, and even sent a letter saying that he was going to sue my grandmother.
That's funny.
So, it doesn't have to be that extreme, but if, like, someone is constantly lying to you, or, like, we all have that. Keenan, I'm pretty sure you have had one of those friends that would lie for no reason.
Yeah, this
yeah.
was just unnecessary.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely did. I'm one of those type people. I guess most would gather that I tend to cut people off quickly.
Yeah.
So I think once I realized that, I would have a hard time calling them a friend anyway.
Yeah.
But I definitely know what you're speaking of.
Yeah. I mean, but my problem was I'm always afraid that it could be my ego that's not I'm sensing something wrong, but I'm thinking, wait, there's nothing really wrong. It's my own ego that's getting in the way. But sometimes you gotta learn is like, okay, this doesn't feel good. If it doesn't feel good, cut it off.
Oh yeah.
I
When
mean,
friends also when
yeah.
they're sucking the life out of you, when you're doing things for friends that, you know,
But that's
way too much.
that's exactly kind of to bring it back.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we'll interweave it with romance as well.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
this happened last week. I was on a date, and we were going over pretty much what we look for in a partner, right?
Right.
And she actually logically had a list of 5 things.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try my best to say all 5. I really don't remember all 5, but the gist was one was support from her man. She wants a man that's grateful. See, I knew this was gonna get dicey.
Mm-hmm.
Those are good. I like them so much.
They were really, the 5 were good. I'm trying to remember them all, but that's not what my point is not her 5. Actually. My point is my 1. So she went through her 5, which were all good. And she said that the men she date needs to have 3 out of 5, and anyone that she wants like a serious relationship, she hopes to have 4 out of 5. All right, cool. She's a logical girl. I don't know if I have all 5 or not, whatever. But what I said in turn, she was like, okay, so what do you look for? And I was like, just one thing. I want a woman who allows me to be myself. And that was it. And that's the same thing, I think, for friendships. It's the friends that you have are the ones that really allow you to blossom into who you are. That's the strongest friendships that you have, are the ones that you don't hide anything.
No.
And you don't have to change who you are because you're with this friend. I can take it back to like when I was younger. People don't really know. I was born in the Bronx, and my parents always forced like friends that I could or could not hang out with. And it was because if you go to this one friend, even though he's cool, funny, blah, 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 he potentially took me down a path that I didn't want to go down. Right? It'd be like mischievous, juvenile, crazy fun. And then there'd be another kid where it's a different path, right? You become you become who you are in these group settings, no matter what that group is. So as I was telling her this, with as far as romance goes, it's the same thing. It's just that it's being honest with yourself to be who you really are.
Yeah.
And that's the strongest, deepest type relationships that you have, is the one that you're not hiding anything. So for me and a lady, if I'm not hiding anything for her, she then knows exactly who I am. That's a deeper bond. That's a stronger relationship that hopefully leads to a more passionate love. Same thing for your friendships that are platonic. It's the same thing. Your friends, they're people who have friends. Most of your friends know more than like your wife ever does, because your friends know true self. Right? Your friends know more than your husband, because you go to your friends when your husband did something, right?
Right.
So that's what you're looking for when you have these friendships, is for someone to really understand who you are. If someone did something to you, you have these feelings, you understand this, that, and the third. And I know personally I'm on the flip side, like I said, on friendships, because I really, really got it in me to vet people before I quote unquote let them in. That can be a problem too at times. I'm not saying it's the perfect thing. It's to say though that we need to always be aware of ourselves and how things affect us. So if you have a person who maybe lies for no reason, but not only that, if you have a person who like you had said earlier, Louis, makes you feel a certain way, and it's not good, that's then, to put it in the simplest terms, that is then bad.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing when you go for relationships, friendships, whatever. The ultimate thing is you should feel good.
Well, you know, that's actually right. And it's like your friends are, your friends are the people that are there when the boyfriends and the girlfriends leave. If your friends are assholes and if your friends are not people who elevate you, you're going to make bad choices. You really are. And I'm not saying use this as a scapegoat because your friends are stupid. No, you have to wake up and learn and realize, especially if you're over 25, friendships have got to be fewer and more meaningful. You can't be one of these idiots who knows everybody and who's cool with everybody. You're going to get information, resources, and things that were hard for you to obtain are going to then just be given away by ways of these random people who know you. And I'll tell you, with one of the friendships out of the two recently, the one that I put the final straw in was I right now am on a leave of absence from work. I am working from home because I sprained my ankle almost 3 weeks ago.
I witnessed
that. So right
that.
now, I'm working extra hard because I'm stuck at home. I check my voicemail about, I want to say realistically 2 or 3 times a month, if that, usually once. So I happen to check my voicemail. This is already after I blocked this person. So this call must have been 2 weeks ago, calling me to ask me if I can help them find an apartment specifically because they don't have any money. And then I got another text message the same day from a friend of mine who specifically asked me the same question with the intention of me making a paycheck. So on the same day, I got the same message from 2 different people. One for the intention that I will not make a paycheck. One with the intention that I specifically should make a paycheck. Do you get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I thought to myself, this is God showing me that what I have done by eradicating this person, there's no reason you should feel comfortable to pick up the phone for a single mother of twins. I don't care what you think I have in my basket or my bank. It's not your job to dictate where I should and should not make money. And when you show me that you don't want me to make money, this was the second financially charged situation with this individual in about a week time. What do I have to deal with at that point? About 2 weeks, yeah. Nothing. This is a person who I see now, not only, what do you want? It's like, I get what you want out of this: money, resources, solutions. I see what you get. But now I'm kind of looking down on you a little bit and saying, well, what am I getting out of it? Nothing. In fact, I'm getting bullshit, drama, aggravation. You have needs that need to be fulfilled by somebody. I'm saying you need a lot financially. I can't, I just have to be done with you. You're just too much. You're not even worth my time. Not even so much I can do you a favor and obtain a paycheck. I don't like you at that point. You're of no value to me. I'm out.
And that's the thing.
Wonderful.
And that's the thing with even what friendships are. It should be serving each other. It should be the opposite of like what he said with emotional vampires. There's just all different types of vampires that you got to worry about. Where there's people that are out there to drain, whether it's to drain your finances or drain your emotions.
This is a person who just is jealous. It's like if someone had a lot of people in comedy, and the 3 of us know this because how many of our friends are comics, actors, dancers, singers, DJs, musicians, poets, whatever, photographers. We get it. A lot of us struggle for money. I happen to have had dumb luck. I'm good at real estate too. I've got 2 things I'm good at: making people laugh and getting them married, and helping landlords make decisions on where they're going to make their most money, ethically and wisely.
Gentrifying black people out of Brooklyn.
Oh, stop it. You know what? No, fuck you, because I actually don't make money because by me protecting everybody's interests, I make the least amount. It's crazy. But you have to look at it and say,
Nobody told you to be a good person.
I swear to God, you see a bunch of wagons and oxen.
You're holding yourself back.
You see a bunch
I'm
of wagons.
holding myself back by not being a racist.
Yeah. You see a bunch of wagons and oxen, of black people moving out of Brownsville, like, oh well, we gotta go find ourselves some more fertile grounds. These white people.
Why are black people
and
speaking
growth
like
has
that?
to matter.
I don't know.
Mutual respect and growth in a friendship has to be. It has to matter. No, it doesn't.
It does.
These are the people who stand by you when you're not getting laid. I can tell you, one of the best and most functional friendships I've ever had in my life was with Louie. I don't understand how people fight with Louie, but we've never had a disorganized friendship, I guess you could say.
Well,
Maybe that's why.
That is actually what I kind of want to take the conversation next to, is we've talked about different vampires that can approach your friendships and how you kind of gotta exercise them. You gotta have your garlic necklaces on and stuff.
The silver thing, the silver spray, like in Blade. Yeah, you gotta go in.
That's why we opened the show with sunshine.
Yes.
Because vampires can't live in the sun.
Yeah.
That'd be a callback, folks. Talk about that. So now that we've identified that the basis of a relationship is to have this mutual respect for one another, but not only a respect, but a mutual serving of dependency on this friendship. Like, I'm here to lean on you when we need it. I'm here to help you when you need it. But then there's another side to this. And I think Louis is the perfect example for that, because he is to even put it, like, he's like a white knight friend.
Oy.
He will, whatever a friend needs, he's there to do what he can to help you.
Oh, God, yes. That's why I can't understand why people don't get along with this man, because I'm like, how? But then I've never had, thank God, I've never had a dysfunctional friendship on any level.
Right, but then that
There's
could
never
be
been
part
any
of
bullshit
it.
between us, so maybe that's why. I don't know.
That could be part of it. That could be part of, maybe he seems to be this great. I could have reason to be jealous of Louis' friendship and how he is a friend. So if I use that jealousy to create vitriol in our own relationship because I'm jealous of how he interacts with others, that could be a reason. That could be a reason why someone might have a problem with Louis.
Right.
When you ask that question.
Well,
you don't have that problem because.
Well, I mean, this was actually told to me by another comic at an open mic yesterday. I get prejudged. That's just pretty much it. I get prejudged, and people talk. So.
Well, the prejudgment thing is that I think that's a different topic.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
What I was getting at is I can see why a person creates a problem with you not because of prejudgment, but because of you being this white knight type friend that can create jealousy. For one, that's what I see from my perspective. It can be many different reasons. I'm just giving you one example that I can even see that I could have beef with Louis for. And I was getting to that. I was saying how you will always have whoever's back needs that needs you. You have that. And the point where I'm trying to drive this conversation is to show that too can also be a problem at times when you're running to save someone who is in an area that you don't need to be personally.
Yeah, definitely.
There's some people. There's a way to be a good friend, but there's also some people that don't want, or deserve your help.
Yeah, well, but that's with me. The reason why I do the things I do, where I take care of my peoples. Not because I'm trying to get something out of it or anything. It's just to me, it's the right thing to do.
Right, but what I'm saying
that's it. I mean,
the flip side of the friendship is you could be going to save and help people that are actually toxic.
Yeah. That's
well, Batman always saves the bad guy too.
Right, but I'm
That's
saying
cool.
that's the problem. That's something that I actually said with Louis a couple weeks ago. We were talking about certain things going on. And I said to him, yeah, at certain points of life, because here's just the reality, and I'm a 12-year matchmaker. I'm not going to fight with anybody. You don't have to agree with me. I don't fucking care.
Mm-hmm.
Louis is a quality man. He's like a brother to me. Louis is a quality man. Ladies, this is 55% at where you'd want it to be. I'm serious. To have a man out of the solid 100 that I can swear to you is 55%.
Mm-hmm.
Please, usually those numbers are 20, 30, 40 when we're so lucky. If we find an 80 or 90, it's a unicorn. I don't know. It might not be human. Send it to NASA for testing.
Yeah.
This is a man
They don't do
who
that
will
anymore.
stand by you in a way probably no other man prior to him, unless you're a queen, actually will. Quality man. You have to pick favorites when you're a quality person. You have to. You have to decide which friendships are worth my time and of value. This is a person who has a very important all-day job, then does the show, then does his show, takes care of me and my children while my foot is spraying. I'm saying you don't have time for all of your friends to be, like me, your real best friend. You don't.
Mm-hmm.
You don't. Just like I don't have time to treat other friends who call me specifically so I don't make a paycheck to give them the same quality and level of attention and respect and reciprocation that I give Keenan and Louie is unacceptable to this asshole. He doesn't deserve it. This is a person who's called me and asked me, can I use your name with such and such or use you as a reference to this celebrity? People don't realize I'm a bigger deal than I let you think I am.
Mm-hmm.
There are people I'm deliberately not Facebook friends with.
I mean,
So
at the very
when
least,
they want to know if you're worth their time and money, everybody knows comedian Yael Meisel's about few things.
Yeah.
Money is one of them. I'll never put my name on you on behalf of someone else's money if I don't think you're worth it.
Mm-hmm.
I had to take a real evaluation of my friendships, and it's like, no, unless I'm getting this kind of treatment back, why in the hell should you be able to use my name to this person? Are you insane? No way.
That's also funny about the world that we live in right now. Some people like call me an asshole for it, but I feel like words are very important. And you had said earlier, you shouldn't be cool with everybody.
No, shouldn't.
Blah, 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 blah. And I kind of disagree, because I think you can be cool with anybody. You can be cordial with anybody. But
there's being cool with, but then there's picking favorites. You've got to pick your favorites and be true to your team. That's what the friend
word is for. Like, that's what the word. See, I am quick to, someone will be like, oh, yo, you know such and such? That's your friend, right? And I will be like, nah, he's an acquaintance.
Yeah. Damn.
Like, instantly.
Right.
Like, I use the words that are necessary for the relationship. I could be cool with you. I reserve the word friend for friends.
Well, that's actually the thing, though, with this other person. This person really did have the right to call me their friend. But then when I really took a look at the friendship and how it's evolved over the last year, there's no friendship there. This is truly, I am a resource. I'm a resource to you.
Right, and you can get that when anytime somebody calls, it's for something that you can do rather than just to call and check on or.
I have a Shabbat dinner almost every other Friday night with a bunch of people over.
Mm-hmm.
I asked this person once, they were coming in from a neighborhood that has a bunch of vegan supermarkets. Could you pick up this vegan cheese for the chicken tacos tonight for Shabbat dinner?
Wait, why would you?
Obviously, I'll pay for it.
Why would you?
They didn't have the $6. So finally I said, all right, I was so pissed off. Can I just call Whole Foods, buy 3 bags of this effing cheese, pay with my credit card on over the phone? Can you just pick it up? I don't have enough money for the Metro card. Why? And I'm sitting there thinking to myself, why are you even coming to dinner? You don't have to bring me a gift. I'm saying you're literally coming empty-handed, as you don't even have money to return home.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I at least try to bring
get here when you get here.
I at least try to bring a slice of chocolate cake.
I'm saying silliness.
Yeah.
Silliness. You can't let me spend $12 for you to pick something up for the meal you're going to eat in my house for free. Are you serious?
Yeah, right.
Wow.
That's not how I was taught. When you go to someone's house for dinner, you always bring something.
Gotta bring.
You gotta bring.
The last person that would ever ask you to bring a gift, but it's like you're tripping over all these vegan grocery stores walking out of your apartment.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a break. When I sprained my ankle, saw a picture on Facebook and was like, oh my God, I'll come help you. Coincidentally, didn't have a place to stay. I was like, bye, Felicia. Get out. What
Mm-hmm.
So
these are not friends.
You were close to this person and they didn't like stay?
I was close to this person and they actually wanted to hit me up in the sake of offering me help while injured. Because they didn't have a place to stay.
Didn't even have the goddamn decency to pick up a fucking broom.
Nope. Louis had to pick up my children from school that day. It was like, this was one of the biggest turning points of my life. This friendship is shit to me.
Which let me tell you, them kids went nuts.
When you picked them up?
Oh, yeah.
I hear that they really enjoy Uncle B.
That's right.
They do. When it mattered and it was real and I really needed someone to help, I just had to say, you know what? You're not here to help me. You're here to do you. Get the fuck out. Get out.
Do you see where that can kind of come in? Like, so here we are, we're a trio, but Louis met your kids. Louis has picked them up from school.
Yeah, Louis on the list.
Relationship is so much deeper. If I was to look at that at that like that, you see what I mean? Where the jealousy could come from?
Oh yeah.
And let me just say this, Yael don't give me no ass. So,
no, not a drop.
Not a drop of ass.
Not a spick.
And I thought that was the reason to pick kids up.
Nah.
That would be the only.
No. You wanna know?
The only reason that I would be in the vicinity of kids.
Yo.
Of course I'm having sex with this woman. Why else would I be picking up her children from school?
As I was walking the block from their house to the from the school to their house, people were stopping me. It's like, oh my goodness, they're adorable. How old are they? Are they yours? And if some people don't know, I'm dark as shit. And these are two.
I would definitely call the cops on you. Like, definitely.
Yeah. I mean.
Uncle Louis.
Like,
there's no way.
The kids would be like, please do not take us out of the custody of Uncle Louis. Mommy is gonna flip the shit out. Like, oh no, Mommy knows.
You would
where
have
we're
to have a video that looked untampered.
Yeah.
Of Yael saying, "I allow this man to be with my children in public. This is not kidnapped."
Yeah, the school checked my ID. They like, okay, he's on the list. You could take the children's. As I went to the backyard because they were in the backyard playing around. The hilarious part was there was this other child, dark-skinned child, grabs my hand. He's like, "Are we going home?" I'm like, "Wait, what?"
The kids it's like they know. The kids know how to fuck with you. They really do.
Yeah.
Out of anybody else there's only 3 people that are my emergency contacts locally.
Yo, that's what I'm saying. Yo, that list is so short to get on. Like, you're on the list, Louis. Like,
I know.
I would trust with my life. I would trust this man with my life. I absolutely would.
List. This is how crazy my dating world somehow becomes. One day, I'm just chilling at home. And I get a phone call from, I'll even help, like, from the Mount Vernon School District, right? I'm like, why the hell is Mount Vernon School
Mount Vernon calling me?
No idea why. And then it goes on that, like, you are on this emergency contact list, and we need to close the school for something early, like. Meanwhile, I'm here I was like in the crib watching First Take. Like, there's no reason I should be getting these emergency contact calls. There was no discussion for me to be on it. Why am I on this chick's list? I have no idea. That's the craziness that I get myself found into. When I say, that's why I tell y'all, red flags are like, you gotta pick those out.
I'm saying the kids in general all at the school like Louie B. They all like Uncle Louie.
Yep. Because Uncle Louie is fun.
Uncle Louie is fun.
I bought the kids a Captain America punching bag. I swear to God, it was Civil War. It was my own personal Civil War going on. They beat the shit out of Captain America.
They did.
Yeah, in the Jewish faith, is it cool for them to like Captain America?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I just was checking.
Oh yeah. In fact, it's yeah, he's one of the.
I'm gonna bring over Black Panther so we could really have that fight.
Yeah.
You know,
Black
he's
Panther
pretty
action figure.
straight, I guess. My kids are not like the kids you would think out of a comic. They're just not. My kids are like, they're the most popular kids at school. They like other things. I'm saying they're different. My children have a level of wholesomeness to them for being my kids. Doesn't even make sense. Let's just put it that way.
True story.
They are. They're so wholesome. Never swear. They've never accidentally sworn. They would never think to tell you to shut up.
I'm surprised one of them is in Carlita Brigante in Pachanga.
I don't know who that is.
Don't worry about it.
That was for him and the people who know.
Well, you should know too, Keenan, for fuck's sake.
Oh, I started watching Game of Thrones, so I now will know more things.
Oh, God. Winter is indeed coming.
Brace yourselves.
Brace yourselves. Brace yourselves. The season
1.
The season 1 references are coming from AL. Oh, we get it. We're an imp.
How about that? How about get rid of friends that aren't on the same season with you?
Yeah.
Because that is one of the most excruciating things is when someone is doing old references and you gotta refrain from the new references. That's not a good friend.
Louis, can you explain to me why Carlisi is smiling after she was crying after getting doggy-styled by Draco?
Who's Draco? Is that her husband?
Oh, Jesus.
Stop it! We're only in the 5th episode. Does he rape his sister?
Fucking shit. No! Okay. Stop it before I have to edit some shit out.
Why? That's not a spoiler alert.
Oh goodness. No, I'm just talking about the references. Can we get it? And no, he's not. They're in a relationship.
Okay. I'm thinking of the wrong blonde people. I'm thinking of the tribal queen.
Yeah, that's.
We can't talk about this on it's too complicated.
Khaleesi. That's Khaleesi, the one that's.
Why not?
Yeah, Jesus.
We'll talk about it.
Khaleesi's my favorite character in season 1.
Of course.
Yeah.
I can't start a show at the beginning because I need closure. I don't care about Orange is the New Black anymore. I've lost interest. It's too long and drawn out.
I love the
Game
lesbian
of Thrones
scenes.
makes a lot more sense. There's 6. I am 5 seasons behind. So God only knows where I'll be by the time I catch up to wherever they are.
Mm-hmm.
I think you should just binge watch all of them and catch up.
Damn Skippy.
drop your kids off.
Yeah. You know, see, I downloaded illegally.
Because first of all, do you really want to raise your children in a world where the parent doesn't know Game of Thrones?
Damn Skippy.
Not anymore. Now that I realize I've been living under a rock and it's the best show ever and I don't even care about...
It has gay sex.
Law and Order.
You should like it. It has, like, gays, like, banging each other. I had to fast forward that, of course, because, you know, I'm a cisgendered Puerto Rican male, so that's not how he rolls.
Oh dear God.
But I mean, they have like some I just watch it for the nude scenes.
I was in shock at how much nudity there was, and just like the blatant cutting in the business. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and they show full bush, like the red witch. Have you seen the Red Witch yet?
Not yet. Is that the sister?
No.
Who nurses the kid, and the kid's like 7 feet I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the last episode that she just got, one of the ladies got to her sister's house and the boy was pushed and all sorts. Yeah, that's where we're at. She was nursing somebody who was like 7.
I don't think that's how it's supposed to go down.
Yeah, see, and that's a toxic friendship.
Oh yeah, we would. If you're nursing and your kid is 7, we're not friends anymore.
No,
that's
we're
just
not.
How that shit goes.
See, I just tied it all up.
That's exactly how you do it.
Yeah.
That was very, very good.
No way.
We should talk about all friendships in
Game of Thrones
shows. Which one are toxic and which one aren't.
I think
Right.
the Munich. I think he's the most toxic motherfucker to be friends with.
I don't know him yet.
I will drop the bomb and say that I've never watched this show.
Really?
Oh, all right. Well, like to thank everyone for listening to today's show, and as always, keep loving, keep playing. Peace.
You haven't ever seen the you have to see the show.
Look, calm down, you season 1. Don't you dare jump on him. That's my job.
At least I tried.
No.
She's making an attempt.
She's making an attempt. You
hate
have not the right.
For it. $14.99 a month, Louis.
See, why don't you ask me? There's this thing called freaking
They've
the
got
Pirate Bay. The Pirate Bay. I
They
could
got
download
a
all.
bunch of movies today. It's worth it. I'm just saying, I upped my life by $15 in a month to do this.
Well, for those
Right?
$15 could go well spent to your cigarette addiction.
I don't smoke, but well, probably I would say 10 packs a month.
Okay.
Maybe.
How many black people are on Games of Thrones?
Well, if you count the
yet.
slaves,
Not yet.
the slaves. Oh wait.
Well, nope. They're Spanish still. They're in the Spanish family. We don't have anyone
The Spanish family.
blatantly black that has joined yet.
We're brown and we're Spanish. The Spanish family.
We haven't had it fully out of Caucasian yet.
That's why I don't watch any universes that don't have black people. That's genocide.
I mean, they have a lot of problems, so maybe they might want to add some because I don't know. They seem to be.
Well,
black people
Winter.
get blamed on so much in this universe. Let me tell you, they're fucking up plenty without them.
Well,
so
you got
not
there are
cool.
black people in the south side of Winterfell.
There you
Are
go.
there?
No.
That was a perfect South Side joke. You gotta catch those.
Actually, we do have an audio clip from the one black person from Game of Thrones. We do, and it's coming up. Hold on.
Oh man, you really
motherfucker.
There you go.
gotta work on the timing.
Yeah. So in case you guys heard that, this is when Blackie Chan in Game of Thrones caught Jaime Lannister banging his sister.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Yep. Sorry, spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. We also have
But
this.
I think the moral of the story, though, getting back to friendships for a second,
Yeah.
to see how we just that's what friendship is supposed to be. Your friends aren't supposed to be annoying. Your friends aren't supposed to drive you crazy. Your friends are supposed to be able. You're supposed to be able to talk about nothing, even on the sake of a show being recorded and edited. This is what friendship is.
Yeah.
Friendship isn't a struggle to like each other. That needs to be driven home. You tell me you're going to struggle to like your life partner. Now that makes sense to me because you're supposed to have a very intimate relationship that has many faces. That's a difficult you're going to struggle more in your romantic partnerships. Your friendships should not require that amount of effort. I think this was a perfect example of what friendship is supposed to even be.
Exactly. I think we all consider ourselves. It's a team, and that's what friendship should be. Louis is right there for the actual physical support. I'm here to say you're doing something dumb, and Yael is the feminine energy that we both need to not be creepy assholes.
And I have learned how to be more feminine and nice. Yep.
Well,
I'm like,
it's
it's like
sucking each other off. Can we do promos?
we still have 10% off at ForiaPleasure.com. Promo code 4LOVEANDPLAY for Foria Pleasure Spray, THC, it's a sex spray, or Foria Relief, which is for menstrual cramps. We still have that going on, 10% off, legally and medically licensed in the state of California. And that's our current sale. Next week's show, we are actually going to have Ashley Monta, who was on the Foria episode with us, talking about getting it on, being polyamorous, hookup situations. Who do you hook up with? Who do you lock up with? We have sex ed expert Ashley Monta on with us. That's very exciting. And thanks so much. The show is growing. Continue to like and share on iTunes and iHeartRadio. Keep following, downloading, like, subscribe. Yael Meisels, Facebook, Twitter, Urban Humor, SoundCloud, YouTube. And that is all I got going on.
Woo! What you got for the people, Louie?
Yeah, I'm gonna be at the Comic Strip Live Comedy Club on July 5th. Details will be coming out soon. Just follow me on the Facebook.com/Louis B Comedy, and that's B spelled like the insect bee. And you want to support me because, as you know, the bees are dying off. Take it away, Keenan.
What's up? You got a beehive?
Like, well, you know.
Yeah, you got people that.
I'm the king bee.
King. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah. That's
cool. Yeah. But you ain't got no lemonade though.
Whatever, Becky.
All my information can be found on my website, www.keenanweaver.com. That's KENANWEAVER. And as Louis had already said, keep loving,